and
Let me tell. So Melissa promoted and had 2 go ultimate this week. If you hit your savings bonus, if you went ultimate, like those are a big deal. We want to recognize you for doing that. Let's see, is there anybody else? Oh, Jeanette. Amber May, you want to announce who you had promote? You had quite a few. You on a mission, girl.
Oh no, these girls, they're just good. They're working their business. They're working their business. But
you want to recognize
Jeanette, she spoke a little bit earlier, but yes, in Canada, she hit vice president. So that was amazing. Trina hit senior manager, Canada. Donna Stout in the US over here in my area hit supervisor. And Denise Jensen in Canada hit team lead. And Shalini Singh hit senior team lead.
awesome. Congratulations
Amazing,
to all of
ladies.
you
Way to
guys.
go.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. Yay. Billy Heggie hit senior officer. That's a big one.
Hey, everybody. Thank you. Can I ask a quick question? This is just, how do you track all your promotions? Like, I know that the system updates, but does anybody have a really good way for tracking what's going on in your team? Like real time? Or you just write
Ask
it
on
down? Hope you don't
training,
miss.
girl. Ask on training.
What did she say? So the way
I-
that I used to do it is I would have people and I had like a spreadsheet that basically had every promotion and kind of do like a bar graph to where it can fill it in. I can send that to you because yeah, sometimes it's hard to like see, did I really recognize that person last week and going through it? I mean, that seems somewhat effective. I can share that with you, Billy, how kind
Okay.
of how I do it in that way.
Thank you.
Crystal Martin promoted to manager. Demita's working with her. Susan Smith has Michelle Honeycutt, and she went ultimate. Way to go, Michelle. And is there anybody else? So the company shows promotions when they pay at that promotion level. So that's why the delay is when they pay out. So it's definitely in our back office, but it's a week behind because they announce it when they pay it. Okay, so I know we have Ann and her amazing team with tips. And I wanted to make sure everybody knew how to look and what to do to earn the trips. So to earn the trips when you get started and you get to ultimate and anything you order over your subscription, you're earning trip points. When you get brand partners, you're earning trip points. When those brand partners get ultimate, when those brand partners make money, basically getting customers, getting brand partners and helping the brand partners succeed or getting product over your subscription, all that helps you earn trips. And the quicker you do it, the higher level trip points that you get. And they do a running total of whatever you make the first 6 months of the year. If you double it the second 6 months of the year, then you get a point dump for that as well. So the company wants to see you climbing and really doing better every 6 months. So from January to 6 months in, and then is it July to December? Is that 6 months? Think so. So anyways, does everybody know where to look for their points? Like where their points are, their loyalty points in the back office? So put a 1 if you know where to look for trip points and put a 2 if you don't. Oh, we got a lot of 1s. Way to go. Oh, we got a couple 2s. We want you knowing where to look. Perfect. So we got a lot of people that do know where to look. So that's amazing that you're keeping up with that. And it breaks down exactly what you're getting points for. The only thing it doesn't show is the 6-month dump. So that's pretty great. Susan, are you on your computer? Do you want to show where to go?
No, I am on my phone, but I could do it on my phone.
Okay.
All right. So let me share my screen. let's go here. I'm just gonna go. We pretty much go to the app, the website for as much as possible. So let's see. Whoops. So you just go to manage your account. Well, some of the people in here is very, very brand new. So this will be good to kind of see the back office.
And while you're in there, anything else you want to touch on? Because you're really good at reports and what to
Well,
look
I
for.
would just say that the way that the points are dumped, the way that the points are dumped, a lot of times they're really not updated. So I know last year when I kept looking at my points, I was like, well, where are they? Are they really updated? And they were not for a while. So let's look through here. My money. Here we go. Does everybody see under partner.co lifestyle rewards? So you go in here and then you have to sign in again. And my password never updates correctly. So I'm one of those and I don't ever fix it. All right, so here is the back office in terms of the points, and then you could go right here to earning history. And this is where you see how it says week 01 through week 06, and that's what Susan Frank's talking about. And so it'll have the different ways you get paid is through your pay line growth. It says earn up to 25,000 lifestyle credits for every 5,000 sales value points you grow your pay line. So this is really important, you guys. So when you rank up to manager, for example, you're going to get points every time you hit that rank plus 5,000. So if you're ranking up to higher levels like officer or senior officer, you really want to try to hit that plus grow some. And then you also get points for new customers and new members. Earn 1 credit for every value point of product that you sell to your personally sponsored customers and members within their first 4 weeks. So that's really giving you points to get people up to that ultimate. Advancing your title. Earn 1 credit for every Payline value point required to advance to a new title. And then you get earning at your title. So you get points if you rank up to manager every week that you can rank up to manager, for example, you get points. So this is why it's really important. Like if we're driving a rank promotion and you skyrocket and you get up to say senior officer, that week, if you're never hitting that rank again, you're not going to get those points. So we really want to try to stay consistent, at least meeting your rank or out earning your rank as these weeks go on. You get points for attending corporate events. We're going to talk a little bit about PXP, which is our big event for the year in September in Dallas. We also have a couple of retreats coming up this summer. And then it says also, I don't know if this is really relevant anymore, the onboard videos. So that kind of gives you the transaction history. You can go there and you'll see how it will give you different points. So you see here, I'm getting points for acquiring new customers. This is normally enrolling new ultimates, earning at your title, et cetera, et cetera. Does that make sense? As good as it can? Let me stop share.
Hey, while you're in there, I always want people to know how to look at their volume and what to look for in getting their ranks, since that's a big deal. Can you show that while you're in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
money volume and how you can change that for your leaders.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you do get points for the videos. Some people have said that they got points for the videos. How
Oh, is
you
that
redeem them
right?
when they announce a trip? Yeah. That's what somebody put in the chat. I did them a long time ago and got them, but for the onboarding videos that come up in the Partner Co Share app, they are still giving points, and they're going to update those as well. But how do you redeem the points when they say, hey, the trip's to Dominican, claim your trip? Then you just email corporate and let them know, hey, I want to redeem my points for the trip. And they'll tell you how many points. Like you can use small amount to go on the trip. You can use another amount for your airfare. They can cover both. You can take your spouse and use your points. Like they totally let you pick on how you want to use them. And another thing, I love to travel, so I always save my points for travel, but some people don't care about traveling, they cash them in for products. So you can also use those points for product purchases as well.
Absolutely. And so this is the report right here, you guys, called My Money and Volume. And this is where you can go in and see your volume like each week. So you can see how you can move different weeks to weeks and it'll show your volume. And does somebody want to give me their number that's in my organization? And I'll show you how you can look at your other team members' number. Barb or Amber or anybody want to give me your number?
I can give you mine, Susan.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, it's N6419 304.
Okay, beautiful. So here we're looking, this is what Billy's number already, this was what her volume was for this week. So what you always want to expand down all of the way so that you can see what the volume is. So we're always looking at total volume for title advancement and global profit sharing. So normally a lot of you guys only have 2 lines going, so you would only have this right here, 1.1 and 1.2. 1.1, when you look on your tree, it is all the people on the left side of your tree, and 1.2 is on the right side of your tree. Now, when people say power line and pay line, a power line is very simple. It's the line that has the most, right? Kind of like when you were in 3rd grade math, more than, less than. So whatever has the most. So Billy, for example, she has 3 lines going. So her power line was the one that had 11,888. So that would be her power line. So she's basically getting paid 15% base commission on these other 2. Susan, do you want to talk through any of these? I feel like you explain things about 17 times more simple than I do.
Hey, you're doing awesome, girl. You're doing awesome. But yeah, exactly what you said. Your power line is always the bigger number. The pay lines are the smaller. And one thing I love that Billy volunteered, if you scroll to the top, she has preferred customers. So the preferred customer volume is 610. So what the company does is they take that 610 volume and they put it on her pay line. So she can add that to her pay line. So that's a great thing when you're getting customers, those automatically go on your pay line. And if you're ultimate, you have 5 lines. So it's going to allow that volume to disperse out wider. So you're going to get paid more on your volume and not drain down your power line as much. So that's a great thing of having ultimate status too.
Susan, how do you unlock more than 5 lines? What makes it unlock? Just as you
Every
build?
every time you optimize, like when you optimize 13,334 on 2 lines, and it's going to give you another one. So you'll get a 6th one. When you optimize the next line, then
Okay.
every time you optimize a new line, it gives you another line wide, which is a beautiful thing.
Okay. And so this, you guys see the week periods. This is when you can toggle. So now we're in week 27 and you'll see there, we start our weeks off on Saturday morning. So it's a good time to go ahead and start pushing, contacting customers, talking to people about who wants to get Zoom scheduled for the week for your team. So anybody in your organization, you can just put the number in right here and you can look at your whole team's volume. So
And
when you,
make sure you hit the plus mark over there to the right, because that will open, if you're on your cell phone, it'll give you the global profit share total. So that adds in the new volume bonus and the base commission. If you're trying to get the savings bonus, so Billy has already got her savings bonus for this week because you need 1,700 in 2 lines base commission, and she has that in her line 2 and her line 3. She's over 1,700 in those 2 lines. She's already getting the extra pay, which in savings bonus is a 15% match. So that, if I mean, you want all the company's money. So minimum, as people are going, all you need is a ultimate and an ultimate on each line if you're brand new. And then you just need a couple more boxes. If you get another 10-pack, or even if you just get a little 4-pack. I'm not a huge fan of those, but that would get you to your savings bonus. So it doesn't
And
take a
let's
whole
clarify.
lot.
And let's clarify that for that. That is in base commission.
Yep.
That means you help somebody else get an ultimate and a 10-pack on your tree on the left side, and an ultimate and a 10-pack, or ultimate and a 4-pack on the right side. So it does not account, because some of you guys are like ultimate enrolling machines. So when you first get started. So it's really you helping other people build their business. But yeah, it's pretty easy to get, and that's what you want to aim to get a minimum of each week as you start building. If you're brand new, if you've only been in this business for a week or two, I know this is a little over your head, but you'll learn this as we add people under your business or in your business.
And just know on this report, it says base commissionable volume. So that's what you're looking for your savings bonus. For ranking up, it adds the new volume bonus and the base commission together. So you're looking at the total volume and it tells you for title, advanced, and global profit share, which is to rank up. It adds the new volume bonus and base commission together for ranks on that line.
And let's go here to, let's see, let's go to my reports. So Billy, some of what I use too in here is my organization report, because it has a rank advancement report. But what you can also do is, let's do under here. It also has what their previous status was. So I'll look at this and cross-reference it over to the rank advancements. Let's see what else it has here. Downline title advancements. So if you go here, see, like here's Edith that's on y'all's team. She's an officer. It shows right there previous title. So I think I quit tracking the spreadsheet and was like, well, this report kind of tells me, and it does not tell you until the next Friday.
Right.
So if, for example, if Edith here at the very top, if she ranked up, say if she hit a rank yesterday, it's not going to update me until the next week. Does that make sense? Like Jeanette there, her new title is vice president. It shows previous title, senior director. And then you guys could just cross check to see if that was done. And Stephanie did a training, her and maybe it was Rachel, I think it was Rachel, on rank advancements. We're going to do another video for you guys and put it on the YouTube channel and show you how to create these rank advancements for your team. And just let me share boards real quick. So those YouTube channels right here on the very front, do y'all see at the bottom right-hand corner, it says YouTube training and marketing. So we have the researchdrops.com, we have Team Unstoppable. This is all the training that we've done, that we house this. And these Saturday trainings are uploaded Monday morning. And then we also have on here Level Up with Todd and Ashley. This is, if you missed the IPA calls, this right here, they do an incredible job with like getting snips of the IPA calls. A lot of our team here has been featured on the IPA calls. I know Ann Wandishan, Stacy, Billy, all of that group crew has been on there. And then we also have the share, marketing share, and the password here is share. So this is a lot for like promotional information, marketing. So you see here how it has, if you go right here, It has social media stuff for you on all of the products. It has brochures. It has presentations. We kind of stick with the easy presentations, etc. Is there anything else you want us to show with reports? Any other reports that other people use and that they love? Another report that you should be looking at as you grow a business is there's one that's failed subscriptions. That's a really good one. So you can see, I use that to sometimes reach out to people to say, like, hey, what's going on? Did you know that your subscription failed? It didn't run. And so I think that's under here, failed subscription report, or just subscription. Like if you want to see all the people in your organization that has subscriptions on. And if anybody wants to chime in at how they use any of these reports, feel free, because we definitely don't know it all. And I'm not a report wizard, but I know enough to be able to, help people. And also, as you're growing your team, if you go through and you're looking at My Money Volume, you can look to see what they're going to need for their next promotion. So it also has, like, their qualifying week and what they really have for all the people in your organization that has a subscription.
And I want to make sure if you're a brand new building or you don't have 2 lines that are hitting over 10,000 a week, then you need to still be building 2 lines. We want you making the most money and your team making the most money, and that's the way to do it. Go with 2 lines. I know there was some confusion that some people don't teach. Always going to teach you how to make the most with the least effort. So start with 2 lines. You got a left line and a right line, and it's not one person's line and somebody else's line. This is your business. Your business runs down 2 lines. So whatever line has the least volume, the smallest number, you're going to put your people at the bottom, and you're going to run them like a train, one under another, under another, under another, on the line that has the smallest number. So I always go My Money Volume. What line has the smallest number? That's where you put your people. If you hit a leader that's like knocking it out of the park, then you need to go the other line to build it. But your business runs down 2 lines. So if you don't know everybody, build relationships. Like, that's your business. If somebody was gifted, that's still your business. So that's just a tip to help you go. And the Share app, somebody wants to know, where is the Share app again? It's in boards under trainings. Do you want to show that again?
Yeah, so it's right here, bottom right-hand corner, YouTube training and marketing. Click right there, and the marketing info, bottom right-hand corner.
I love Billy. She's like, I want all the company's money. That's how I am. We want to tap into all the avenues that the company will pay. So, girl, high five on that one. Another thing that I want to reiterate is we like to start people with either a 10-pack or a 30-pack. We're not selling people a discount. Like, get people started on the drops, get them a testimony, get them on a presentation, tell them, hey, I can help you save and make money. Most people are not going to open their eyes to a business, but they want to save and make money. So then when they see the opportunity, make sure that you're using somebody. We have a lot of great leaders, but we're glad to help you with those Zooms, and we can help you close. But after we go through the presentation, the 10-minute presentation, then you say, hey, join me. We're going to help you save and make money. I just need your name. I need your address. And just start asking them for the information. Like, don't make it super hard and don't over talk, because the more you tell people, the more they think, I have to know this. Like, keep it simple where people can say, oh, I can do this. Well, I could do that. Well, that's pretty simple. So that is the key to success there. And the presentation is, just somebody asked, yes, we all use the same presentation, and I can't thank Susan Smith enough. I'm like, hey, can you update the presentation? And she just updated the presentation and board, so it shows if you get a 30 pack that you're going to make $5,010. You're going to reimburse yourself for the pack, and here's your profit of 2,700. So she broke it down. Honestly, you can about read the slides after you hear us do it a few times. You can do it. But the key thing is don't over talk it after. Make sure you ask people to join you and you're confident in what you have. And if you're not confident yet, you go off our confidence.
Exactly. And that's what this is. And don't try to do this by yourself, guys. Like, get somebody. Susan Frank did all my presentations for the first month or two. I would just get them on, invite exactly like she said. And this is, I'm going to just scan through it. So if you didn't come into this business with a presentation, this is what we recommend that people show. So I'm just going to zoom through it. So it shows some before and afters, tells about the company, and these are very generic, and we keep it very generic so that people don't think they have to reinvent the wheel. And then we talk about the options to buy into the business. You start it for $30. And then here's the difference in the 4-pack, how we turn social media into profit, talk about the boards, and then we talk about the 10-pack, and then basically the 30-pack.
And
Can I
the
ask
reason
a
I'm not a
question?
fan of the 4-pack is basically you're giving somebody 4 months worth of products. If they don't start posting, basically you've just made $60 and put yourself out of business for 4 months. So I don't know why anybody would do that. You can make more than $60 off selling one box of drops. Get them a testimony, show them how to pay $30. They have a testimony, they're confident in the product, and then how to build a business, because people think they're not interested, but everybody wants to save and make money, and they want to feel their best with a village that is here to support them. So that's the key. And that customer list is your lead list into the business. So if you're out getting people 4 months for a discount, they're like checked out. So I haven't seen that be a great avenue unless they're just like, hey, yes, I want to do this business. But if they get a 4-pack, they still need 3 10-packs to get the ultimate. So we're not helping them financially to get there unless they piece together product. And we always want people working the least to make the most. And the most profit margin is the drop. So that's just kind of a strategy in the US. I know Canada has different ways of doing it, and Canada is definitely on a move. And Billy Heggie, I don't know if you want to pipe in. I know I had asked Ann for some training. I can turn this over to you guys. So just speak up, because y'all really have it going on with popping senior officers and moving. So congrats, Billy. I'm so proud of you. Congrats, Ann. And do y'all want to interject anything? And thanks again, Susan.
I
Yeah,
just
and I
want to,
think I'm sorry. I do think we could add a slide in for Canada,
we
especially
need
right
that.
now, but before they get the day and night drops that just show how you guys buy in the 3-packs. That would be easy to do. And that way that whole presentation could be interchangeable for US and Canada.
If you wanted to send me the editable version, I could help with that. I've already got all the numbers broken down because we're getting the day and night drops tomorrow night.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so it's happening tomorrow night. So we're gonna have up to the ability to the ability to order up to a 10-pack right now, and it will grow. Those amounts will grow. But I just want to go back to what you were talking about, Susan, about the 4-packs and not selling someone a 4-pack right away. Someone that builds a little bit differently up here asked me the other day, like, what do you think, like, what's going on? Like, what are you guys doing? And then Ann and I actually did a little deep dive into the power rankers, and we saw so many people on Susan and Susan's teams in there. And you guys, I really think that what we're doing here with the retailing, my biggest thing that I would say, like how these ladies have taught us to build by retailing drops. We're showing people how, like Susan said, you're putting yourself out of business for 4 months. You're putting yourself out of business for 4 months, and that's such a powerful statement. And so we don't have ebbs and flows in, like, I have, like, I'm over here collecting drop orders on my sheet right now for tomorrow, of people paying retail for drops. And so what we do is we show people how to really actually make money and make money right away in their pocket now. And so I just like can't say enough about that. Like, that's been a real big thing I've noticed as I've gotten to know more people who are building and whatnot, just how we retail the drops. There's real power in that. So I don't really have anything I need to add to anything that you all have said, but we're doing that same thing up here. We've had a lot more hoops to jump through. We don't have to jump through those hoops anymore. Like Anne says, there's no more mental gymnastics. So I don't really have anything to add, but just, I'd be more than happy even to send those numbers over to whoever would like to edit the slides. I've got it all broken down if they want that information.
Awesome. Yeah, I think either way would work, Billy. And you guys, and when Susan Frank said that, so what she's saying is if you sign somebody up for the discount and you sell them, if you're like, "Oh, do you just want the discount?" and you sell them a 4-pack, you're selling them a 4-pack for $371. 371 times 30% commission means you only make $62. If you're buying in 30 packs, you're making about $90 for one box. So yeah,
Right.
you literally have just kind of given away all of your retail money. That's why even though you're hearing on the IPA, sign them up for a discount. We build completely different. We believe that either they are a retail customer or they come in and they want to build a business. Simple as that.
And there's a reason for them to come in and build a business because they paid retail and they see the discount and the better deal. And no, you never walk into Walmart and they say, "Here, I'm going to give you what I paid for the product." No store would ever be in business if that happened. So then all of a sudden we have great value and they're like, "I can make what off a box of drops?" And we're not small minded. We're thinking, "Hey, we're going to help you." And we're showing them how much we can help them, not just, "Here, I'm going to push you to the side, give you 4 months." And no, you're really not giving them we're giving them a disservice, and people build how they get started. So all of a sudden, now we're fighting to try to shift. When people start with a 30 pack, they start duplicating it, and if they start with a 10-pack, it's amazing. They'll start duplicating that. So do you want your team making 450, 450, 450, 450, and the people getting started making $2,700 off moving those 30 boxes, or smaller, not making as much, like they make
Right.
so much better. So it's just incredible the discount that we get with the 30 pack. And if people buy 3 10-packs, they make $450 less than if they buy a 30 pack. They're selling the same amount of products. So I always want people working least, making the most, and really changing their life financially. And make sure that you're committed to eating healthy. If you make a bad choice, don't make a bad choice the next thing you put in your mouth. Don't beat yourself up, but being a product of the product. And it's amazing to have a village and a business built around, "Hey, I want to stay disciplined. Like, I want to be in the best health. I want to be in the best representation of my company." And that's a great motivation as well. Who would have ever thought we would get paid to be healthy? Like, it's such a beautiful thing what we have here.
So yeah, can we
Yeah.
call on Ann Wandishin? Because
Yeah.
Ann has had some great. I've watched Ann and her journey for losing weight. Well, building. She's doing amazing building a business. So whatever she wants to share. And then Ann, tell us what was the turn for you for weight loss? Because it looks like since this last 28-day challenge, you've really ran with your weight loss, and your face looks so skinny when I just saw you a minute ago. I'm like, dang, she looks so
You're so funny.
skinny.
You're so funny. Well, so for me, one of the things is I really made a decision with the 28-day challenge that happened. And I'm down like 10.8 ounce, 10 pounds, 8 ounces, 9 inches since May 12th. So I really got focused on so this is one of the things when you get on all like the IPAs and all the training calls and all this stuff, you pick up on nuggets. Like even if you can't have your screen, even if you're multitasking and you're listening and you're tuning in, you really do pick up on stuff. So one of the things that I heard on one of the is like Michelle McKay was talking about how Todd Rowland told her to down like 40 to 60 ounces of water, like right when she wakes up. And I'm like, what? Like, okay. So I started doing that. And it does make a huge difference if you start your day that way. Like your energy's up, your focus, it's really good. So I started doing that. That was one shift I made. I got really committed to, no excuses with the approved food list. I've been eating healthy. Like I've been eating no gluten, no dairy, no this, no processed food, blah, 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 whatever, for like 18 years. I mean, I can tell you when it all started. So it's easy to be like, well, I can eat this. Like, this is okay. Like, it's easy to tell yourself that these things are fine. But I really got committed to the approved food list. Okay. Like, I was kind of like, no excuses. I got committed to focusing on the water. I mean, I drink a lot of water, but drinking it in the morning, I think has been really key. The other thing is that again, I'm not perfect, but I did listen to a lot of the videos that like Kristen White and Dr. Crystal Vance put in the Body Balance Challenge. And one of them, I mean, I didn't even know this. Okay. I didn't, I know it's okay. True confessions. I realize this is not on the approved food list. But I was just like, well, surely they just left it out. But Dr. Crystal, like, I don't think almonds are on the approved food list. And I have always eaten organic almond butter and organic raw almonds. Like there's nothing in it. Well, Dr. Crystal was talking about so I was pre-diabetic before I started on the drops. Within 3 months was no longer pre-diabetic. So that was like I started on the drops 13 months ago and I lost weight. And then I had some different things happen with my health, whatever, throughout the year. And so, anyway, long story short, I'm just like really trying to get focused. I had no idea that if you tend to be insulin resistant, which I do, um, you're you should not eat almonds. Like they're not your friend. And I was like, what? I had no idea. Now, Dr. Crystal was like, it's not like this is forever. It's just really until you get to that, until you get to that. So I cut that out. So now it's just like walnuts. Like I eat some pecans, but macadamia nuts. But like I really honed in on that list. And I've really been trying to focus on that. And then what else did I do?
Do you do shakes, Ann? Are you
Oh
doing
yeah.
shakes? You love the shakes?
I do the Pure Nourish shakes probably twice a day. Now,
Okay.
it's a long story and I'm not going to get into all of it because literally I'm kind of like Susan Cameron with the history of health issues, but my body does better with shakes. And so I like shakes. Like I have a hard time with absorption. So shakes are really my friend because it's easier for my body to absorb the nutrients. So yes, I love the Pure Nourish. I love the Power Boost. I do those. I also love the Burn. Um, and I always make sure I do always eat like one like meal where I'm chewing my food. I mean, I'm not trying to because and again, this is for me. I am not like obsessed with losing weight. I really want to be the healthiest version of myself, and I know that that means that I need to release more weight. Okay, so I'm not like obsessed with that.
What about
And
almond milk, Ann? Do you do
nope,
almond milk? Okay.
nope,
Good girl. See,
nope.
I wouldn't have thought this about the almonds. This is enlightening for
Yeah,
me.
I had
Dang
no
it.
idea. I don't do any so okay, so you guys, just so you know, a year ago I would have been like, "Oh, but I like my little splash of almond milk in my coffee." I am like so over it now. I'm like I'm not because this is not forever. Now, maybe it might take me a little bit more time than the average person because of my body tending to be insulin resistant, okay, prone to that. But still, what it does, I feel so much better. So it's kind of like you really do have to make a decision. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? I want to be as healthy as I possibly can. So I'm going to do the things that I need to do for that to happen. So, so that's kind of the shift that's happened for me. Um, and then so that's really fun. And then I would say with my business, I mean, I want so this is one of the things and when we did our call with Billy just a little bit ago for her team because they're launching the day and night drops in Canada. Now I will tell you this. Todd told me about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, he was like, you might want to order the day and night drops. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I am going to tell you this. I did start those last Thursday. I wanted to try them because I have a UK team and then they're going to Canada. You can order them NFR from Europe. Again, I just bought them for myself to try, but Todd thinks that I might be able to release more weight on those. I will tell you, I love the US drops with the rhodiola and stuff. Like I can tell the difference, but I am going to try the day and night drops for a period of time because I want to see if that will help me release the weight. I just think everyone's body is different. So I did try those. I just started those last Thursday. So I'll keep you updated on that. But I love so one of the things I do want to just touch on, because Susan Frank hit on it, and we were talking about it this morning with Billy and her team, and that is one of the main things that I talk about when I tell someone when I'm doing like a three-way call and I'm breaking down what's different here, one of the main things that I touch on, yes, our compensation plan pays out up to 51%. But even that completely set aside is that we get to buy our product in bulk, our number one selling product. We get to buy it in bulk and we get to turn around and sell that to people and make a return on our investment. So yeah, with a 30 pack, it's like $90 per drop, right? It's $2,700. It's with the 10 pack, it's less than that, but it's still an incredible return on investment. And that's what I talk about because that's very unusual in this industry to be able to buy a product and be able to in bulk and be able to turn around and easily retail it. So that's one of the things I always talk about because it is the thing that sets us apart. I mean, it is one of the things. There's so many things, but anyway, so I could go on and on. But I love the opportunity here is just like, something I've never seen.
Awesome. Thank you, Anne. That was great wisdom. Yeah, everybody, let's recommit as a team. Let's recommit to this foods list. Let's be a product of a product. Whenever we start I hear people like, oh, my sales are dropping. And I see that people start hiding. They don't want to show their inflamed face on Facebook, right? I've been guilty too. I'm no exception. A lot of you guys know my history in binge eating. Like it's been a real thing. And so just don't self sabotage. Lock in, get an accountability partner. We've got this whole beautiful tribe. Put on Team Unstoppable. Hey, I need somebody to hold me accountable for the next 3 days. Who wants to post their food? Like that would be fun for us to do. And I think one more thing, Susan Frank, if we could hit on before we go, is Barb had posted in Team Unstoppable. Let me share my screen because we have this big event for PXP. It says, good morning. I hope everybody's excited about Dallas PXP. Quick question for our amazing leaders. Many on our team are working on booking their flights and want to be sure they don't miss any important gatherings or connection times. Do we have an official itinerary in the works yet, especially for Sunday morning? Also, it would be incredibly helpful to know plan times for team meals, any scheduled team meetings or special sessions, recommended arrival and departure times. This will help everyone make travel plans and ensuring we are maximizing our time in Dallas together. Thanks everybody for your leadership. Susan, Frank, do you have any feedback? I think we need, Barb, what day do we get there? Thursday to Sunday?
Yes, I do believe it's the 11th through the 14th. So I think that, let me just quickly look.
And Susan and I had even talked about, I don't know if everybody's already booked their flights, booking their flights, possibly doing something the night before PXP for all of Team Unstoppable. Susan, Frank, do you have any thoughts, or do you want to get together off camera, off
Yeah,
Zoom, and
let
you and
me
I,
see if
let's
let
game
let me
plan?
see. Yeah, let me see if we can get a room and what we can pull together. And I'm glad that you pointed that out because I had missed that post. So thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
And I know Ann had talked about the Pure Nourish, so I just wanted to show that. Like, I have this every day. It's an easy grab and go meal. And the Pure Nourish have digestive enzymes, so our guts are second brain. Without Pure Nourish, I would struggle. So Pure Nourish and Power Boost. The Power Boost has double rich chain amino acids, which helps build muscle without working out. So that's two great products that I love. And if you like chocolate, like that's what the Power Boost is. So I'll put it over strawberries. I put it just over blueberries if I just want chocolate. Like I love some Power Boost. I put it in my coffee this morning. So Pure Nourish and Power Boost, that's 28 meals. So it's a couple dollars a meal. It's a lot cheaper than a drive-through. And that's a great product. And the other thing that I learned, and I really don't talk about it at all from the marketing guy, was the Advantage. I mean, it's burning 100 calories a day. It's fighting a stubborn visceral fat around the organs, around the middle. And everybody in their test pilot that measured, like their neck, their arms, their chest, their waist, their thighs. Like if you take this, do your measurements everywhere. Everybody had lost so many inches in Bali that was taking Advantage every day, and some of them hadn't even changed their diet. I want people eating healthy on Team Unstoppable. I want us following it. But to burn 100 calories with a product, all you have to do is take it twice a day with food. So pay attention to your inches lost with this product. And it's great coupling to the drop. So that was interesting to hear the results in Bali of different people that were really coupling that with their drops and the scales really moving and the inches moving with people's clothes. So
I love
I
that,
wanted to
Susan.
mention
And
those.
there's another girl, you guys, that's building. She's everybody speaks Spanish that's in her group, and she's building in Texas. And she basically is a nutritionist that specializes in pre-diabetics and diabetics, and she sells Sugar Stop to everybody. That's part of her program. So she has done tons of studies how Sugar Stop actually does help blood sugar regulation. So anybody that you're talking to, feel free to add Sugar Stop. And I just wanted to go in here and show, let me just go back here to um, the home page, manage account when you log in, because we want to just show you real quick how to add things to your cart. So you would go here to shop. And so the Advantage, like Susan's saying, and Pure Nourish is incredible. So let's just add the Advantage to the bag. We're going to accept all cookies. Did it add? And you could do 1 jar, 2 jars, 8 jars, or 20 jars. And we're going to add it to the bag. And then we're going to right here, we're going to click continue shopping. And if we go to cart, that you see right here at the top, you guys, create a smart link. I'm going to click create a smart link. And then I'm going to click create. I just want to show you how to do separate things. Do not include the promo code, because what it's going to do, it's going to basically give them your full 30% off discount. So you would just say like 1 bottle Advantage. I can't spell Advantage. Well, we're just going to act like it says it. And then you click copy link. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to message Susan Frank. We'll just message Josh Frank and we'll send the link. Now, if you try to click the link to see what it is, this is a tip. You have to be logged out of your back office, because when I click this link, if it's going to work, okay, perfect. I didn't even have to log out. You see how it says $55. Our cost is $38. So if you want to check to make sure, oh, what's my customer going to pay? You could send the link to yourself, click on it and do that. But, when Susan Frank got me started, you guys, she talked to me about my health journey and was I losing weight? It was like, this was like day 3 or 4. And I'm like, well, I'm not really, she coached me through the food plan, and I am a supplement sucker. Like, I probably have $5,000 of supplements in my cabinet until I just recently cleaned it out. So she's talking to me about the Restorix and the shakes. I don't even know what all you sold me. Noni, Moa. Like, literally, I bought 6. This is ridiculous. And my husband would be like, are you kidding me? I bought $600 worth of retail products, and I still was saying I did not want anything to do with this business. And then a weekend when I was doing back handsprings on a trampoline, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is life changing. So I called her up. Maybe she probably checked in on me again. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to try this. Like, maybe I can do this as a business. And so when people say no to you, it does not mean no. And take advantage of upselling people products, because everybody needs to be on Noni. Everybody needs shakes. Everybody needs probiotics. Like, people will buy what you suggest, and just have a conversation with them and listen to keywords: sleep, body pain, inflammation, digestive issues, right? I'm too busy. I can't stick with a food plan because I'm on the go. That is your key to say, buy Pure Nourish, take a shaker cup and put a bag of apples and a bag of walnuts in your car. Like, there you go. You got something on the go. And get Burn. Everybody get on Burn. Has everybody tried Burn energy drink? 135 calories, 20 grams of protein, 15 carbs. And if you're at Ultimate, you get to get 80 for $81, you get 24 burns. And I mean, it is incredible. All the husbands love Burns, and Susan Frank, it's her accessory. Every time you see Susan Frank, she's got a burn in her hand. Like, I'm like, dang, I want to burn every time I talk to her on FaceTime. So yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, Susan, for doing all that. Thanks everybody for showing up. And I think next week, what we're going to do a little bit, let's talk about building out teams and where you guys feel like y'all are really, flourishing, and where maybe you're getting a little caught up and struggling with that. So we want to talk about helping you build let's go into strategies more around that. Does that sound good to everybody? Perfect. Awesome. And
We're
last thing,
having shirts for PXP. So thank you, Rachel. She's getting the website together. She's even going to have kids' shirts, men's shirts, women's shirts. So we'll be getting that out on Team Unstoppable. So looking out for that. And if you're not scheduled to go to PXP, you want to be at PXP. My top earners always attend a big event for corporate. I'm not a huge promoter of a lot of things, but PXP is life changing. And if you get on the IPA call, they're telling people's testimonies. Like, make mental note of those stories. Like, oh, a teacher has lost weight, has been able to quit their job. Well, now who do you know that's a teacher? So try to link that to that people that you might know in your deck of contacts, and that can help Joel in telling stories and telling people's testimonies. That's going to help you build a business. So that's there. Some people don't realize that's there for that reason. So I just wanted to put that out there. Thanks everybody that helped out today.
thanks, guys. And Rachel also has these really cool, the little holders, like camouflage. What guys doesn't love camouflage? So those are really good if you want to order some of those for her. And one quick thing, I was on a call last night with a new brand partner. She's on here, Tiff. And she got on here, and this is my advice to you. When you enroll new brand partners, stalk them stalk their posting at 9 and 3. Go look to see if they posted, if they boosted, and they commented back. And if they don't, then you need to be on the phone calling them saying, hey, girl, what's up? Why are you not posting? So Tiff had her network to start saying that she had been hacked. What's she doing now? She's such a fraud. And she literally went and started pulling her posts down. And I was like, listen, do these people pay your bills? Well, no. Are these people successful themselves? Well, no. Do not worry about what they think. Like so many of your new brand partners, you guys, they're going to be challenged by their sister-in-law who's negative Nancy. And I told her this, I'm second in the world. And do you guys know I have 6 friends in North Carolina that I grew up with? Do you want to know how many have tried the drops? 1. Do you know my parents do not take these drops? Nobody cares. Like God is going to bring you who needs these products. So that's my only tip. Get your ego out of the way. Realize that all these people that you can help is what matters. And the naysayers are the ones sitting there with Cheetos in their mouth, or they don't even have enough money to go buy, a tire when they get a flat tire. I don't know. So don't let that stop you. So I just think that's a tip for you guys are building really quick. Just stay behind your brand partners and just keep assuring them that they're doing the right thing. And so I was really proud of her. And she's like, I'm going to go back and do my social media starting back with day 1. And she's going to be on the right track because she wants more and she wants different for her life. And she knows she wasn't placed on the number 1 team in the world by accident. None of y'all were. None of us were, right? All right. Go make some magic, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys. Let me stop this recording. Man, I got on that soapbox, didn't
Thanks, Subin.
I?
Awesome.
was good.
Yay. Great job.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love
Bye,
you.
y'all. Thank you.
Y'all
Bye.
have a good
Thank
day.
You
you.
too. Barb and
Bye.
Tracy, I'm good for
Thank
right after
you.
this session.
Thanks.